Okay, the Christmas baking has begun, and our first batch, we're starting with our Ricotta Cookies. So we have everything in the bowl already. It's 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of margarine, 1 container of ricotta, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 large eggs, 4 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons baking powder, and then when they're completed, they will get coated in confectioner's sugar, which is the icing, and you mix 1.5 cups of confectioner's sugar with 3 tablespoons of milk and drizzle it on the outside of them. So I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. And these will go in the oven for at 350 degrees, and pretty much just until they're a little bit golden brown underneath. So I just keep checking on them every 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, this is what the batter will look like. It's super sticky and super annoying mixture. It's going to stick all over your fingers, but they're worth it when it's all done. Okay, these are the Ricotta cookies. They're drying. The icing was just put on them, which is confectioner's sugar mixed with milk. And these will get hard. And then I'll show you what they look like once they're ready to eat. This is just some of them though. There's still a lot more left. Okay, the next batch is almond white chocolate chunk cookies. And this is 2 1/4 cups of flour, teaspoon of baking soda, 2 sticks of butter, 1.5 cups of sugar, 2 eggs, 1.5 teaspoons of almond extract, 8 ounces of white chocolate, and 1 1/3 cups of almonds. This is what the white chocolate dough will look like. You see, it's a nice non-stick dough, so it doesn't stick to your hands when you're trying to put them on your baking sheet. All the white chocolate almond cookies. So white chocolate and almond pieces were added to the top of these. Okay, these are all ready to go. These are the white chocolate almond cookies. So I have them in the container. So they're about that thick. And that's one batch completed. Okay, next batch is Spumoni Cookies, which is 2 1/2 cups of flour, teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 1 package of pistachio pudding, 2 eggs, teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/4 cup of pistachios. Okay, this is what the Spumoni cookie dough looks like. All these cookies go in the oven for 350 degrees. They're all the same temperature. And we keep them all in until they're all a little bit golden brown on the bottom. So we have all cookies. These 2 are done. This is what the Ricotta cookies will look like. And we just have to put the icing on top of them. And we have all these waiting to go. Waiting to go. Put this in the oven. As soon as they come out, now the 2 batches will go in.
Those are special.
Okay, now we have peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. This is 1 box of yellow cake mix, 2 eggs, 3/4 cups of oil, 9 ounces of peanut butter, creamy, or peanut, doesn't matter, whichever your preference is, 5 ounces of walnuts, 6 ounces of chocolate chips, and again, put in the oven at 350 and take out when they start turning a little golden brown. Okay, this is what the peanut butter cookie mix looks like when it's all mixed up. And now these will go onto the baking trays. So nobody knows what happened to this cookie. My mother said she didn't touch them. In fact, she looked at it and said, "What happened?" So, I mean, do you think she touched them? Because she's pretending she has no idea what happened to it. These are the peanut butter walnut chocolate chips. So you can see this is a nice chunky cookie. And this is what they look like completed. Okay, the next batch is macadamia and coconut cookies. It's one package, one 17.5 ounce package of sugar cookie mix, 1 egg, 1 stick of butter, 3/4 cups of coconut, a half a cup of chopped macadamia nuts, and a half a cup of white chocolate. And then you'll also need another half a cup of white chocolate to drizzle once they are done. Okay, this is what the macadamia cookie batter will look like. It looks flaky, but once you roll it into a ball, it'll stick fine. These are the white chocolate macadamia cookies. So we added white chocolate and macadamia nut and some coconut on the top because these also have coconut inside them. Okay, these are the kitchen sink cookies because basically everything but the kitchen sink is in them. So this is 2 sticks of butter, half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, 2 cups of rolled oats, 2 cups of milk chocolate, 1 cup of coconut, and 1 cup of walnuts. Okay, this is what the batter should look like for the kitchen sink cookies. It's a little crumbly, but they'll stick together good. These are the kitchen sink cookies. These have walnut, coconut, chocolate chips in them, and oatmeal. So this is a pretty thick cookie too. They're heavy. My fingers have icing on them. And this is what they look like. Okay, so these are peppermint white chocolate oatmeal, but they also have 1,000 other things in it also. So we have 3.5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cream or tartar, a half pound, well, which is 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, a cup of vegetable oil, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 cup of Rice Krispie dough, 1 cup of coconut, 1 cup of rolled oats, and 1 package of toffee bits. And if you can't find toffee bits because they're sold out a lot, you could use butterscotch because they don't change the flavor really much at all, and they both taste good. And then you'll need white chocolate for when they're done for drizzling, and candy canes, which you'll crush up and put on top of the white chocolate when they're done. And this is what the batter should look like when you're done mixing it. These will get rolled into balls, just like the other batches. Here are the white chocolate peppermint cookies, and on the outside is melted white chocolate with candy cane crumbles, and inside is oatmeal, Rice Krispie cereal. Toffee bits is what's in the original recipe. However, we couldn't find them this year, so we substituted with butterscotch, which tastes exactly the same. So if there's any issue finding them around this time, you could use the butterscotch instead. And this is what they look like. brown sugar chocolate chips. And this is 4 sticks of butter, 3 cups of light brown sugar, 1 cup of regular sugar, 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3.5 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1.5 cups of milk chocolate chips. Okay, and this is what the batter will look like after it's done for the brown sugar. Why can't I say brown sugar today? I'm like an idiot. Brown sugar chocolate chip cookies. So it's a soft, sticky, pain in the ass dough.
A hot, sticky what?
I said pain in the ass sticky dough. These are the brown sugar chocolate chip cookies. They're super, super thin. So they're crispy and they're chewy. It's a like weird texture. They're dark because it's brown sugar's used with them, not regular sugar, so it makes them a little bit darker. So no, they're not burnt. And they're also super, super thin. So this is what they look like. Basic sugar cookies, which is 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And after the batter is done, you'll need to roll them into balls, but then roll them into sugar. So coat them in sugar and then put them on the baking pan. And here is the batter, what it's supposed to look like after it's done. Easy peasy. And then we're going to roll them in balls and then roll them in sugar before we put them on the baking pan. Okay, these are just plain sugar cookies. And these are also a chunky cookie. These were rolled in sugar before they were baked also, so they just have a light sugar coating on the top and the bottom of them. Snickerdoodle batch, which is 2 3/4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 8 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of vegetable shortening, 1 3/4 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, and 2 large eggs. And this also, after the batter is done, they get rolled in cinnamon and sugar before they go onto the baking tray. And this is what the consistency should look like for the Snickerdoodle cookies. It's a nice non-stick cookie so they don't stick all over your hands. Okay, these are the Snickerdoodles all ready to go. So these are not that thin. And these are the ones that were rolled in the cinnamon sugar before we bake them. So they already have a coating on them.